This is Matt for Boxing Social in association with Empire Fight Store. Delighted to be joined by the voice of the new video game, Undisputed, Todd Grisham. Todd,
yes.
I've just had a go of the game for the first time today. The graphics are incredible, the gameplay very lifelike. How proud are you to be part of such a huge project which has gone on for the past 3 years?
Well, I was there at the very beginning where it was like held together with duct tape and chicken wire, you know, so to see how much it's grown and to see how popular it's getting and how popular it's going to get, it's been a wild ride, and I'm glad early access is here.
Boxing fans have been waiting for a game for over 10 years now. They've been begging for a game. This fits the criteria, can speak from experience, but there's some of the names they've got for this.
Yeah.
Sometimes you go into these games and you think, well, we might not be able to get that name, but they pulled off Tyson Fury, pound for pound, and Canelo, some of the legends like Roy Jones Jr. How surprised are you with how well it's taken off?
Well, my job was to sign the fighter, so I'm not surprised at all, man. Give me the credit where the credit's due.
It's hard, isn't it?
Well, you know, we started out signing like, you know, smaller names and then bigger names, and then a bigger name would see that bigger name sign, and it just kind of kept piling on, and we got the roster of a lifetime, and that's kind of why the game's been delayed a little bit, is because we have such an amazing roster that the game had to live up to it. You can't just put crap out, you know, there hasn't been a game in so long. It had to be a legit, amazing video game, and that's what I think we got.
How hard is it when you've got the public going, oh, this game's taking forever, but yet you're like, no, just wait, let it simmer, because every time you do an announcement, it's to announce a Canelo, a Deontay Wilder, a Fury, and it's like, holy shit, it's getting better. Have you got any more big names in the pipeline that may be getting released as a special and unlocked character? Anything like that?
Hey, there's all kinds of surprises, but I'm not the marketing guy, right? I just signed them to the contract, so I know they've got all kinds of exciting things they have planned on how to market this game, but I can assure you there's been at least a few names that we've got under contract that we haven't announced yet.
A lot of the fans are calling for a Floyd Mayweather. Is he one that potential?
Well, I mean, you know, Floyd is Floyd, so he has a price. So we want everybody in the game. We want everybody in the game. So eventually, I think they all will be. They'd be dumb not to. I mean, why wouldn't you want to be a part of the greatest boxing game ever made? A lot of that has to do just with technology, but literally our roster too. I mean, Canelo's never been in a video game. Deontay Wilder's never been in a video game, and now they are. And you know, a lot of people, that's how we signed them, saying, look, your great-grandkids will know you from this. They're not going to watch your old fights, but they'll play your video game character.
If you could make one fight in history like you can do with this game, you can put Muhammad Ali in with your Mike Tysons, you can put Floyd Mayweather in with a Sugar Ray Leonard. If you could make any fight in history, what would it be?
Well,
let's say fight.
I'll say my favorite fighter that we signed that I didn't have anything to do with was Jack Johnson, the first ever black heavyweight champion. So, you know, they called him the Galveston Giant, but he's only like 6 foot tall. So back then he was huge, but now he's not. So I don't know. Joe Louis as well. Deontay Wilder told me that he's the bronze bomber and that Joe Louis is the brown bomber. So he says that's his dream fight. I think I'd want to see that one too.
Anyone in with Wilder, just because
you're right.
It's like a time bomb, isn't it, waiting to go off.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite signings, and his character too, with the tattoos. Yeah. It's so sick. I love it.
That's one thing about this game, attention to detail. I had a game with Sonny earlier, and you can see all the tattoos on all these fighters, and even the hair and things like that. Is that what sets this game apart from ones we've seen in a previous year?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Fight Night was a legendary game from EA Sports, and people still play it and love to play it. But I think once they get this, and this isn't a button mashing game. Like someone like me, I'm just like want to go crazy. But you need real skill, and they wanted this to be as realistic as possible. And I think if you're a true gamer and you have a PC, you'll see how detailed this is. I mean, the number of punches, the number of angles you can take, the footwork, it's just next level.
And finally, I've just got to ask you, because yesterday another fight was announced. Jake Paul, Tommy Fury. It's one of these that's been going on for a while. It's been talked about, it's been made, it's fallen through. What do you make of this fight now that we're finally going to get to see it, and who do you think wins?
Well, you say finally get to see it. It hadn't happened yet. Trust me, it's fell through so many times. I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't fall through again. So that's my prediction, that somehow it falls through again. If it does happen, I'm interested to see, because Jake Paul's taken so much grief, and he's faced it head on, man. I give that guy a lot of credit. I mean, you look at his record and people crap all over his record, but who else would fight those guys? You know, Tyron Woodley twice. I mean, that's
Anderson Silva.
I mean, he beat Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., which isn't saying a lot because he's melted, but it's a legit win. And I think in most sports books, I think Jake Paul might be the favorite. So I'd love to see the fight. I'd be rooting for Jake Paul because I just love what he does. But we'll see how Fury holds up.
Well, look, Todd, I appreciate your time. Thanks for talking to Boxing Social. We look forward to playing this game. All the things that are coming, all the fighters that have signed that we don't know about yet, and we'll catch up in the future. I appreciate your time.
Thanks for the support. I appreciate it.